Find angles X and Y below. Now, for us to find these two angles in this circle geometry, we simply can start from this straight line here. This is the radius of the circle. A line from the center of the circle to the circumference is a radius. Now, when you have a radius that comes in contact with a tangent, don't forget this straight line here is a tangent to the circle, an external line touching the circle. So this line is a radius and this is a tangent. So anytime a radius meets with a tangent, the angle between them is right angle. That is, the angle between them is 90 degrees. So if this is 90 degrees, it means this side is also 90 degrees because sum of angle on a straight line is 90 degrees. So this is 90 and this is 90. So when a radius meets a tangent, the angle between the radius and the tangent is 90 degrees. So if the whole of this is 90, then you agree with me that we can get this angle here. So if the whole of this is 90 and this angle is 50, then this remaining angle has to be 90 minus 50 to give us 40 degrees. Hope you are getting it. So that the whole of this angle is 90, so that this side too is 90, making 180 on a straight line. Now, since this is a radius, this line here from this to the circumference, similarly, a line from this center here to the circumference of the circle is also a radius line. So that means this triangle is an isosceles triangle because the two sides are equal. And the theorem for an isosceles triangle states that the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. The base angles are equal. So if this is 40 degrees, then this second base angle is also 40 degrees because base angles of isosceles are equal. Then now, with respect to angle Y and this triangle ABO, then we can simply say angle Y plus this 40 here plus this other angle 40 all together is equal to 180 degrees because sum of angle in a triangle add up to 180. So these three angles add up to 180. So from there we can find the value of Y. So Y plus 80, 40 plus 40 is 80, is equal to 180 degrees. So that Y will be equal to 180. When this 80 comes to this side, it becomes minus 80. So 180 minus 80 will give us 100 degrees. So the value of angle Y is 100 degrees. So that angle is now settled. Now let's move on to angle X. Now, if you look at this 36 degree, and then you know that this is 90 already. Similarly, this is a radius onto a tangent. So this is also 90. So this is 90, 90, 180. So because this is a four-sided figure, everything is supposed to add up to 360. A quadrilateral, the sum of angle in a quadrilateral is 360. So 90 plus 90 plus 36 plus this last angle here, this one here, everything should be equal to 360. So if these two are already 180, then you agree with me that the sum of these two is 180. So anytime you see two tangents like this to a circle meeting at an external point, the angle at that point where they meet and the angle at the center of the circle, the two of them add up to give us 180. So if this is 36, then for us to get this angle at the center, we simply say 180 minus 36. And that will give us 144 degrees. So this angle is 144 degrees. This angle at the center here. Then if angle at the center is 144, then I want to believe you agree with me that this is angle at the circumference. Don't forget that. this is point D and this is point B. So I have these two lines going to the center, and they both make angle 144 at the center. From the same point D and B, these two lines go to the circumference of the circle. Together, they will make this angle. These two lines together make the full angle here at the circumference. So the theorem there says angle at the center is twice that at the circumference. So for us to get this angle at the circumference now, we are simply going to divide this 144 by 2. So angle A there at the circumference will be equal to 144 divided by 2. And that will give us angle A at 72 degrees. So that means the whole of this angle here is 72 degrees. So, but a portion of the angle, this side is already 40 degrees. So this angle is already 40 and everything is 72, just as we obtained, everything is 72. But I already have this part as 40. So to get this remaining side, this remaining angle, I'm going to say 72 minus 40. And that will give me this angle as 32 degrees. So this angle is 32 degrees. Then this triangle is also an isosceles triangle. Hope you are seeing it. This triangle is an isosceles triangle because this line is the radius of the circle and this line is also the radius of the circle. So radius, and then this is also a radius line. So that means this triangle AOD is an isosceles triangle, meaning that the base angles are equal. The base angles are equal. So if this base angle that we just obtained now is 32, then you agree with me that this base angle, which is also x, will also be 32 degrees. So automatically, without solving anything there, I can just conclude by saying, therefore, x is equal to 32 degrees because the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. So in that case, I can just say base angles. And that is the reason why x is 32. And this gives us the final answer. So angle x is 32 and angle y is 100 degrees as the final answer to the question. Hope you got it fully. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.